if that's really a thing, and I get authorized to do it once, it's pretty much gonna be me sitting there talking shit like constantly.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Come back.
this Facebook Live. I've never heard of this shit.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
We have to do our 20 minutes of catch-up time again?
I think we believe. Where's Todd? Is he keeping up with our social checks?
He just commented.
You just commented. Yeah. What was it that we said that was too controversial? Oh, man.
Yeah.
We said some incendiary comments there. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Post a couple of fucking Z-beams and everybody gets all pissed off.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ. Man. Put a chick in it, make her gay. Making the comment to the South Park. Did you see that South Park episode about Kathleen Kennedy? Oh, yes. God. Classic. All right. So let's put it this way. I'm not saying it's coincidence, but everything worked okay. Me and Massey were talking just fine to each other. And it was like a fucking... It was like, I don't know. It was like, you know, our streaming service is good. Our stream, you know, I don't know what it is. Yeah. Coincidence? Tinfoil with gay frogs. Right. You know, QAnon got all butthurt because I was shit talking about fucking Alex Jones. Is that what it does?
They're talking about us.
Exactly. Exactly. Dude, that was the awesome lizard people voice I've ever heard. I love that shit. Oh man, yeah. So we were talking about before we were really before we were Newsomed, before we were Gavined. We were talking about the relocation of all the homeless people. Where the fuck they go? Out of San Francisco. Yeah, I know. You know what? It's once in a while we get our shit posted like this. Who cares? I mean, sometimes we'll have 3 or 4 of the same shows on the timeline. It's just the way we don't. Like I said. Nothing. All I did was just, I'm like, even Massey was sitting there watching me going through the rigmarole, and I decided just to do a cold reboot and see what happens. Yeah. But our net was working, everything else. No, what's going on? I think people got upset and butthurt that we were talking about them.
Maybe. I actually reported this while you were talking. I was like, I'm offended by all of this.
You know, sometimes, you know, you have to kind of watch in what you say anyways, because, man, people... How many of those were homeless veterans? That's a good question. As a matter of fact, the majority of individuals that we see coming across the net not able to get their benefits, their how do I say this? Their transition services. They're you know, them able to leave the job placement and SFL TAP. So right when we left, I was reading something from Recruiter Times.
Yes.
I was reading through that shit. It's pretty fucked up. It's fucking... Check it out. Just check it out. No. It's infuriating. Keep going back to the discussion of extremism. There's extremism in the ranks. There's extremism in the ranks. Well, you know what? Do you know what extremists do to attract veterans? To attract individuals? Hey, man. You know the Army fucked you over. Why don't you come join us and we'll give you a better treatment? We can help you out. We're part of your team. Yeah, fuck those guys. Those guys suck. You don't need them. That's really what the extremists do. They see weak points in this. They see vulnerabilities to which they could exploit.
Yep.
If you fuck somebody over an award, you fuck somebody over about how they get out of the Army. If you send somebody over to JRTC or NTC or a stupid European rotation, and then they come back and they only have like 2 months to clear, and you think that's okay, especially if they got a fucking family. They have to sit there and move their family out or move their family back. If they get a family because you fucked them over. That's how you create fucking extremists. That's what pisses me off about this whole, nobody wants to fucking admit that. Nobody wants to admit that they probably were, you could probably look in the mirror. If you got some soldiers, I wonder how many soldiers are on the streets right now that they get asked, hey, who fucked you over in the army? Or were you in the army? Yeah. How did you get here? What happened? And I guarantee it, you'll probably get a more serious exit interview than what leaders doing right now.
Yeah.
It's fucking frustrating. I hate seeing fucking articles about we have extremism in the You know, it wasn't until I got a Twitter account and I got out of the army that I realized we were teeming with fucking extremists. Because, you know, generally there's policies involved already, and I've seen it happen as well. Somebody gets stupid and somebody wants to post something or somebody does something. They get fucking dealt with. They'll get fucking they'll get, you know, UCM Jade, they'll get punished, and they'll get processed out, and they're out of the service.
Yep.
So, Pip, extremists tempt us with those commie titties. Stay away, AOC, be gone, spawn of Satan. Oh my God. I just read the comments. That's all I'm doing, reading the comments. If you guys look at WTF Nation Radio's U.S. Army's WT Moments, I'm merely reading the comments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just kind of like, so it's just kind of like fucked up. Say exactly that. See, Josh can tell you who screwed me over the Army. I can give rank, name, MOS, how many marriages and DUIs that they got. Exactly. You know. No, there's. I'm like, if you had a great career, you know all your mentors. You know all the people that hooked it up, that helped you out. Yeah. But if you got fucked over in the Army, you guarantee it fucking soldiers will remember your name.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because I mean, I consider myself fortunate. I mean, I kind of got dicked, but it worked out for me. And it doesn't work out for everybody that gets dicked over, right?
Correct.
Like, you know, it has a really shitty ending for a lot of people. I mean, I'm very fortunate in that regard. But yeah, I mean, I can tell you, everyone involved in that fucking process. Absolutely. I'm just, like I said, I feel very fortunate that it went a different way for me personally.
Yeah, there's like the people who helped me out when I was getting, you know, when I was retiring, and just like other I know soldiers that, you know, were getting out that, you know, they can remember who did not help them, and this is just from experience by talking to some of them. But yeah, I just fucking first person to fuck us over is our recruiter. Yeah. Are you sure it's your recruiter? Maybe you didn't ask right. Maybe you didn't ask the right questions. So.
Yep.
Let me jump into this right here.
Yeah.
There's a somebody talked about they were going to collect New York, talk about collecting data.
Yeah.
And here's what kind of got me a little fucked up. So New York governor, God, English is a second language, Ken. Enunciate. Be like Spock. Actually, it's quite illogical. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Hochul, announced that New York is collecting data from surveillance efforts on social media. Wait, that's what happened. Maybe it's because I was posting Z memes or something like that. If you say something considered hate speech on social media, the administration will try to contact you. What's being
really?
Yeah. Matter of fact, let's see what she got to say.
Because I mean, we've been collecting the data, but actually using the data is a whole different fucking can of worms.
The using of the data, I mean, you're always going to get collected on. You know what I mean? You're always going to have your you're always going to have people looking at your shit. That's just the way it is. That's just, people are going to look at you, and they're gonna get your stuff, and authorities will grab your information and use it for whatever. And only what they do is they'll look at it and say, okay, is this good or not? I'm not saying I have experience doing it, but I'm just saying from what I've heard.
Yeah, I'm just saying whoever's assigned to my file has seen a lot of buttholes.
Well, I'm basically saying that you're everything that you get looked at is logged, tracked, fingered, you know, all your keystrokes, everything. It's all done for that, specifically due to the fact that if there's any cases and you openly provide all that information on social media, those companies can provide that information to authorities if you're involved in whatever.
Right.
So let's see what she's got to say about this.
Yes.
She's delivering remarks on the increased violence in New York.
Also, we're very focused on the data we're collecting from surveillance efforts, what's being said on social media platforms. And we have launched an effort to be able to counter some of the negativity and reach out to people when we see hate speech being spoken about on online platforms. Our media analysis, our social media analysis unit has ramped up its monitoring of sites to catch incitement to violence, direct threats to others. And all this is in response to our desire, our strong commitment to ensure that not only do New Yorkers be safe, but they also feel safe. Because personal security is about everything for them. As I said, no one walking down the street or in a subway should feel they have to hide any indications of what their religious beliefs are. We expect to see people celebrating their lives, walking about freely.
Wow.
And that is no longer the case because people are living in fear. They have a right to do whatever they want here in the state of New York.
So you're going to get contacted, dude.
Yeah. Well, you know, if it's helping me feel safe and be safe.
Think about the greater good. Think of the children. Think it's all about the children. It's all about safety and personal safety. If you're not seeing these fucking Palestinian protests or counter-Israeli, these anti-Semitic motherfuckers that are running around in fucking these protests for supporting Palestine, and you ever notice you always see the over-glancing view of all the protests, but you never see the close-ups. You never see the close-ups. Some people have been showing some pictures of some close-ups of guys wearing the Hamas banner. They're waving the fucking there's a meme out there that I guess is a picture of somebody, you know, the old recycle thing where he has a picture of this stick figure and he's putting trash inside the trash can. Well, there's one that's somebody created that, and it's somebody throwing the Star of David or the Israeli flag in the trash. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? You want to talk about hate speech? The hate speech that you're seeing right now, currently in the news and currently all over social media, and so you see all the protests for, it's fucking everywhere, and it's all anti-Semitic. And everyone's like, oh, this is an incredible surge of anti-Semitism. Where did this come from? It was always fucking there.
Yeah.
It was always fucking there, and these fuckers Trojan horsed everything. And now you're seeing it. You can't sit there and say it's a conspiracy theory when you see motherfuckers by the thousands.
Right.
But... So do you not feel safe, Massey? Is that what it is? Do you feel like you need to be safe? Do you feel?
I do. I feel like anyone that says anything that would make me uncomfortable on social media needs to be talked to by the government.
You know, I'm telling you, that's how it fucking starts, dude. They all fucking. No, it's a tattletale bullshit.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I fucking love tech, like all kinds. I love that shit. I'm a fucking nerd. And I know inevitably this is the direction it's all going, right? But I hate it so much.
Well, especially when you have how do I say this? You have countering points of view. You have the First Amendment. You have the specific platforms that have terms of service already in place for some of their stuff.
Right.
I know on WTF Nation, this is from I guess you would say customer feedback, that have had individuals come up, and we got together with we focus grouped our content, which was, you know, pretty groundbreaking back in the day. And we asked several groups, hey, what's offensive to you? What's like if you were to go to someone from a Latino descent or whatever, what would, you know, what would something piss you off with? Same thing with the black community, same thing with the LGBT community. We grabbed all that shit, put it all together, and inputted it in our own systems as well, so that way it's caught, identified, and that person's banned.
Right.
Or it's hidden, and then we're notified that it is going to be this person posted some shit that goes against the standards of the page, yada yada. So it's really easy. It's really manageable, which is why if you type any racial epithet, you try to type it in the comments of any of our posts. We can't control Twitter, but we you know, other than delete some of the posts. If you see somebody posting some stupid shit, just delete it, you know, whatever. Or you report the timeline. You can't fucking stop it. So the biggest thing is that we've gotten to the point now to where what's the hate speech what's the line drawn between the hate speech stuff to where we would actually criminally convict somebody for posting, hey, you fucking suck online. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Without somebody, going nuts.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad to know finally why none of my comments show up on our Facebook feeds.
Gotta stop talking about the Pope. Anyways, but no, it's one of those things to where Joe Rogan said it best. He's like, I like free speech because when I see who's posting whatever, the assholes are identifiable. You can find out you could see who the racists are. You could see who the fucking bigots are. So fucking post that shit. Let them post it. Well, with freedom of speech, we've been seeing it on social media, who the fucking bigots are, who the anti-Semitic motherfuckers are, who the Nazi adjacents are. Surprised the fuck out of me to see some people that I thought were, okay, whatever, spew some fucking crazy ass shit. And you're like, damn, dude, unfollow, whatever, Todd asks, how many contractors and alphabet individuals inciting riots? Bro, I don't think there needs to be any of that shit. It's always been there. That's actually that's actually less of a conspiracy theory when you see who's actually. Can you see individuals tearing fucking posters down of missing Israelis? That's fucked up. Yeah, that's not a CIA guy. That's not a agency guy. That's not like another tinfoil thing where we have feds. Everyone's saying, oh, the feds. I don't know, man. There's been people that have been tearing those fucking posters down that have been identified, and when they are been identified, you're surprised who they are. They're in charge of a diversity section. They're in charge of a equal opportunity section. They're in charge of some of them work for the VA. Some of them, you're like, holy fuck. Yeah. Didn't realize it was so fucking prevalent, man.
Yeah. What's interesting to me too, though, about any type of governmental enforcing of free speech on social media platforms or monitoring or going after is the fact that the people that are going to get looked at and talked to is going to differ depending on the majority party in charge. So what is going to be constituted as something that needs a good talking to from the old Big Brother is going to depend on what members of Big Brother are monitoring. So it can't be a consistent thing, right?
Or who's reporting it. Like, for instance, if somebody just wants to fucking, homeschool their kids and fucking grow their own crops and don't worry about fucking, staying off the grid and saying, hey, I just want to fucking feed my family and be left alone. Believe it or not, some people consider that fucking extremist. There are some people out there that will say, you see, Ice and Massey out there, they have their own farms. They have their own things going on and they're doing their own thing. I think you should check them out. And then, of course, the standard bullshit to that is, well, you got nothing to hide. You shouldn't be worried. Oh, okay.
Right.
Go into your wife's purse and see if that fucking rule applies.
Right. Yeah.
Or her phone.
Too. Like people they'll call people from, that decide they want to do their family a certain way, that they're, they'll report them for child abuse because
it's happening.
Whatever.
Dude, I got blasted on fucking social media for being some sort of fucking extremist just because I fucking laughed and giggled and made fun of poking fun at somebody and asked them what they did for their service. Next thing you know, I'm rounded up with everybody. Gold Corp. That whole fucking drama that happened. And so, dude, it just like fucking, it just again, like you said, it's almost like whoever reports first is the one who gets the leg up on the reporting for your, and then you have to defend yourself. No, I don't fucking do that. Sure, you don't do that. No, motherfucker, I really don't do. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking involved in shit like that. I love fucking memes. I have a fucking sense of humor when it comes to somebody doing hyperbole and breaking balls and shit like that.
Yeah.
But when it gets to that fucking point where someone's literally trying to fucking take your food away from you or trying to call you up for your job. Hey, look, the anti-Semitism, I don't give a fuck about what happens. If you post something on fucking, if you post something on social media and your fucking job finds out about it and you get fucking fired, well, then guess what? That's on you.
Yeah.
The military does it all the time. The military, are you talking, man, the military, dude, the Army, I'll say this. Ask a soldier that submits something to U.S. Army WTF moments, and then the troops make the comments. There's soldiers out there that get fucking retribution just for posting something like, oh, yeah, that's fucked up. Or, yeah, my unit's fucked up or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
And then next thing you know, the Army comes at you and busts you. So it's no different when someone's like, oh, it's freedom of speech. You tear out these posters, blah, blah, blah. And they're in the Army, and I was like, okay, post something on social media and see what the Army does to you.
Yeah.
See what they do.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Josh says, I can't wait for all the New York State to go after the snowbird who's talking shit from down in Florida. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't lying. Specifically in the Miami area.
Yeah.
Specifically, yeah. So I laugh. I laugh when, hey, we're going to report you. And it's hard. And I'll be honest with you, nuance, context.
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, these fuckers are like, well, you said, hey, I'm just gonna fuck this. I'm just gonna fucking run my truck into a goddamn wall. He's gonna run his truck into a wall. I'm like, motherfucker, dude, have you never been like fucking in traffic? You ever mind?
Yeah.
Just even in just saying comments, just fucking kill me. If you say that,
yeah.
Oh my God, he's talking about killing himself. No, dude, if you fucking know who I am, then you know the content. Yeah. But there's individuals that will rap on a shred of something with zero proof.
Yeah. I got put on suicide watch once because I had hospitalized and was sedated, and they wouldn't let me go smoke. And I told them I was going to fucking kill myself if I couldn't have a cigarette.
Yeah, if I don't have I've said that. If I don't have a smoke, I've said that. Dude, a matter of fact, I said that at a fucking training meeting. I didn't say that, but I said, man, if I don't get a fucking smoke soon, I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah, but I got put on a 48-hour watch, man, just because I was like, if you guys want me to smoke, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I could just off myself right now. God, this thing makes me want to just jump off a cliff. God, I want to run my truck into a wall. All these things that you say out of frustration, everybody says it, and there's no intent to it.
Mm-hmm.
But you say something that's mean to people.
Yeah.
And you say something that's fucked up that nobody agrees with you with.
That's the key.
That is the key. So, it's fucking...
Yeah. If it's fucked up and nobody else finds it funny or somebody takes offense to it, that's when you're dicked.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Just purely having a collection of wanting to exercise your Second Amendment rights, people immediately fucking go nuts.
Yeah.
Exercising your freedom of speech or exercising, oh my God, look at him. He's growing his own crops. What is he doing? He's getting water from the fucking rain and he's purifying it himself. What? We can't have this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, cities are on fire.
Right.
Dude, these fucking riots are crazy. Do we call them demonstrations or riots? I can't remember what the political.
It depends on the skin color of those involved.
Oh, god damn, dude. You fucking damn.
I'm just saying.
Well, fucking
Actually,
I will say that. I will say this. You say that. God damn it, Baconator, we've been having tech problems. Stop fucking saying that shit. Every time Baconator jumps in, he's like, "Oh, we live? Did I miss it?" Blah, blah. But how do I say this? And you bring up a good thing. Specifically, when you talk about color, when the color issue is involved, then individuals would use that to their advantage for political purposes.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have somebody fucking. You'll have somebody say the reason why this, whatever, and I'll be honest with you, they just let it go to your fucking devices.
Yeah.
You go to your you just let everything fucking happen, everything devices, and you'll have each part, and you bring up a good point. Each part or each side will bring up their and poke their own little story and narrative to it, so that way both sides get inflamed.
Yeah. And then from it, I actually wasn't just making a dicky joke. Like I legitimately meant that the media will label certain things based on the general demographic involved. Nothing to do, in my opinion, with race. It's just like you said, that's the spin or the media platform you consume your news on.
People are gonna take our fucking conversation right now and fucking blow it out of context and say, "See, WTF Radio's racist."
Massey's a cis white fucking male.
Exactly that. How dare WTF Nation Radio have a minority of brown, black, Latino woman, LGBT, fucking staff. Who cares, right? Who cares if WTF Nation Radio has somebody of color who is our social media kid that posts his shit?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. That I guess this is right here. This happened in Texas. This happened yesterday, and this was a pro-Palestinian run in fucking or thing in town, which I mean, look, they got fucking cowboys out there and shit.
Damn.
You got guys, Then there's Austin cops just rolling on. You see guys with the fucking. You notice how you get a little closer to some of the pictures that you see there, and who's carrying what or who's wearing what. You see some looks like some Islamic State stuff. You see some like Taliban shit. You see some headbands in there.
Yeah. Jesus.
And this is Austin, Texas. These are the people that say, "No, we're a small town. We're a small town. Try that in a small town."
Right. Well, it's Austin though; it doesn't count.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just tripping out the fact that got a horse involved.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I'm kind of looking,
Yeah.
It's like somebody made a comment. Hey, did you see them eyeing all those horses? Maybe goats. They might not be goats, but close enough. Yeah. So again, so this what happened? This happened yesterday. It's posted yesterday. So at what point do we say, hey, this is okay? Is this anti-Semitic to protest the support of Palestine or saying you're supporting Hamas or whatever? When the Jewish community is told, hey, stay indoors because there's a Palestinian support march, doesn't that fucking kind of like give you a little bit of a what the fuck, dude? Yeah, you're just kind of like, are you really fucking doing this? And you know what's crazy is that. Has the president said anything about this? Has he released anything? Has he said, we need to have a nation of calm. Where do I walk over? Has he made a comment about this? Has he talked about it? I've not seen anything.
Yeah.
I've seen anything.
Man. Fucking hell.
So hang on. Somebody said no, I'm not going to post that. What about this? No. See, that's another thing too. People get involved so much into their own echo chambers to support whatever. Look, what happened on October 7th? What fucking Hamas did to the Israeli civilians and infiltrated and invaded. Dude, that's some fucked up shit. I don't blame Israel for fucking going in there and fucking people up. I don't. I really fucking don't.
Yeah.
People don't understand the proportionality of war and what legal is and what isn't. Immediately, if a bomb drops, it's considered a war crime. I've been in situations where I was told you can't save them all.
Right.
There's some things that have to happen and you cannot save them all. The military may not be for you if you start questioning, is this the right thing to do or whatever.
Yeah.
The worst thing we do is that we're prosecuting this war on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine what happens, when shit hits the fan with China.
Yeah.
We're gonna we have motherfuckers just, hey, this is bullshit. You shouldn't attack the Chinese like this. Fucking Taiwan's like, really, bitch? Are you fucking really talking that shit?
Yeah. I wonder if something with China ever does flare up, if you're gonna have much Stop Asian Hate movements yelling on social media.
You know what's funny is that the Stop Asian Hate, Stop Jewish Hate.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that are they are the ones initially, probably because it wasn't a big deal or wasn't a hot button issue to whatever. Right. Now it's opposite. Those are the individuals with those hashtags that are throwing out the most anti-Semitism. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now I have to say though, if I had to find, silver lining is the wrong word, but something I do find a lot of entertainment value in, albeit infuriating entertainment value, is the invested opinion that so many young white people have in the Middle East conflict now, and how informed all of these young white people have. I don't know. It's a never-ending pile of entertainment to me. Flipping on TikTok.
You just said it. Yeah. Oh my God. TikTok fucking is nuts. Don't get your history from TikTok. Actually talk to some, or go to or read a book or something like that.
20-something-year-old white girl with dreads ranting about Palestine. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Oh, as a matter of fact, let me pull this up because there's a hang on. Well, first off, I'll post
or some big dude to the trucker Facebook at me. Let me tell y'all about the history of the Middle East and what the really fuck's going on over there. Y'all have no fucking clue.
Yeah. Let me tell you about the oil empire, and this was happening with Halliburton, and Halliburton's doing this, and all the corporations with BlackRock, and then the next thing you know, we don't know about Hunter Biden and his crack rocks, and then So, hang on. Let me. There was a meme that one of my friends posted, or a video talking about, like you just said, white women, white women. That's all I'm gonna say. Fucking white women, white liberal women, I should say.
I was throwing white young men in there too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but most of it is, to be fair, is the extreme left white liberal. Now I know white liberal women that are fucking that I can have a good decent conversation with, great conversation to talk about, whatever. We even say, hey, look, even though I don't agree with you on this stuff, hey, blah blah blah. I hope you're doing okay. Shit like that. I enjoy that kind of conversation, that respectful conversation back and forth.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, when we have dudes that are like, shit, I'm completely taking out of context without understanding the history.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and really, I don't think many people actually really know the history. It's so nuanced and deep and old. There's so much to it.
Yes, exactly. So here's a TikToker influencer that likes to jump in and interject some of the controversy, and she's a black woman, and she will go in and she's basically stopping all the virtue signaling, white savior, white knight, the Sean Kings, the guy, Sean King, the guy who's not really black but he acts like he's black.
Absolutely.
Talcum X, Martin Luther Cream. Anyways, so I just thought I'd throw that one in there. So she will go into a TikTok rant with some individuals that, hey, look, if they're talking out of their ass. So take, for instance, let's look at this one video here, and then you'll see what I mean.
What you think the biggest issue is affecting the black community?
White women with an internet connection. Am I allowed to laugh?
Let me play that again. I'm gonna play that again. It's fucking classic.
What you think the biggest issue is affecting the black community?
White women with an internet connection. Am I allowed to laugh?
What you think the biggest issue?
Okay, so she will go in and interject on a lot of TikTokers, that are kind of fucked up. And so there's one girl that went on here and decided to talk about I'll just play this. I'll just play this right here.
So
because you know how you just said big, bright, alert, blue-eyed women, and I'm gonna tell you what, if there is a meme that is adequate, this individual is the living personification of that.
Okay.
So let me let me show you this right here. There we go.
Yep.
In the conversation of slavery, and this woman comes in and talks in. So let's see what our hero says.
So Lincoln did not free the slaves. Everyone, listen to
Jesus, take the wheel. I'm just trying to eat my pizza rolls. History is uncomfortable. It's not designed to make you feel good. It just is. Lincoln was a Republican. The Republican Party was founded in opposition to the Kansas-Nebraska Act, which expanded slavery into that territory. This is fact, whether you like it or not. Lincoln was anti-slavery from childhood. Lincoln being the first Republican president and Southern Democrats knowing the Republican platform was anti-slavery, man didn't even get inaugurated good before they started seceding. They knew he was coming for slavery. And come for slavery he did. The Emancipation Proclamation freed the slaves, and the Union Army delivered the message. The last two states to free slaves, Kentucky and Delaware, they did it with the 13th Amendment, which was 1865. Emancipation Proclamation freed the slaves. The 13th Amendment made it permanent. Lincoln righted a wrong, yes. Lincoln freed the slaves, like that's just history, I'm sorry. If you're gonna be a white savior, make sure you get a white hood to match.
Excellent prop usage there too.
I know.
Fantastic.
Right, exactly, isn't it? Oh my God, that was fucking classic.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, it goes back to every single person that talks about it, that has the fucking, that talks about it.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the same individuals. I'm telling you, man, it's like the same individuals that like to say fucking Latinx to me. And say that I'm not being inclusive because I don't believe as a Latino saying Latinx. And I'm like, what? What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah.
It's made up fucking word. So, anyways, yeah. So seeing her, what's that?
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So seeing her fucking, to talk like that, it's just about that stuff.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, damn, dude. Since we apologize with us getting hacked or whatever, or our systems getting infiltrated. Maybe the little tinfoil gay frogs on the roof somewhere. Alex Jones channeling is whatever. Exactly that, Baconator. Just you be human. Just what's wrong with being a good person? What's wrong with being a what's wrong with being a fucking just humanity, man? Just be human.
Yeah.
Just be respectful to each other, whatever.
Yeah.
We're never gonna fucking solve the problem, especially with the time of where we're living at now. Ain't gonna get fucking satisfied with shit from the past. It won't. Fuck, man. Am I gonna go back in my past and find out that I'm owed some money, or you're owed some money, Massey, or you owe me money? You know what I mean? How fucked up it is.
Yeah.
Did your family ever have Latinos picking in the fucking fields? I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
No, my family's poor as shit all the way back. I checked just to be sure.
Well, even if you did have, even if you were in that situation and our families had nothing to do with the present today, well, I take that back. I'm a first generation American, so I can't really say that. But even though the fact of the matter is that you had nothing to do with it, just like I didn't have anything else to do with it either. It's just fucking mind numbing.
Yeah.
But anyways, oh shit, I think we're fucking. I guess we gotta go.
Oh, all right.
I guess we gotta go. You're listening to the Monday edition with myself and Massey. Me and Massey, obviously, are the ones that are bringing you the news, commentary, discussion, offending several religious sects, and, of course, all types of media, to include all the pundits out there. So, of course, Monday is, Tuesday is Pop Culture Warrior, Mike Carrasquillo, also known as the Pop Culture Warrior, and Mad Mike. And we have the Sorents on Wednesday, the squad leaders of the WTF Nation, Radar and TZ for the Smoke Pit, Sergeant's Time with myself and Spinkery, and then we got a bye week for Friday Night Freedom, but of course you can listen to the Sports Bar and hearing about the coach. What do you hear? What do you say? Making fun of Taylor Swift and the Chiefs.
The latest and greatest of all Taylor Swift news.
Yeah, exactly. The latest and greatest. Of course, with the actual King Smith, the MC, the pilot, the backbone of the Sports Bar. I think we're pretty good. People asked, are we gonna have a show on Thursday for Sergeant's Time? Probably not. Because it's Thanksgiving. And so Thanksgiving on the 23rd, there will be no Sorens Time. But there will be, during that week, there'll be the Monday edition and the following Monday edition then. But that should be that's I think that's the dealio there. One last thing. If you guys know, Friday there was an aircraft incident with 5 members of the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment, and I just wanted to keep you guys posted. The names have been ID'd, and you've seen the posts already on U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. U.S. Army Special Operations Command has identified the 5 individuals who were killed in the helicopter crash on Friday in the Eastern Mediterranean. The soldiers were assigned to the Night Stalkers of the 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment. Their MH-60 Black Hawk experienced an in-flight emergency while conducting aerial refueling, resulting in the crash. The soldiers have been identified as Chief Warrant Officer 3, Stephen Dwyer, Chief Warrant Officer 2, Shane Barnes, Staff Sergeant Tanner Groan, and Sergeant Andrew P. Southern, and Sergeant Cade M. Wolf. So our hearts go out to the families, and rest in peace, guys. Night Stalkers don't quit. So until Valhalla. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys putting up with our multi, drama there. Again, first time, I guess we started shit talking Z. First time this should happen. So again, we want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. And you got anything, Massey? You got anything you want to shoot the shit about?
Been a great time as always, despite the cluster of the evening. Just remember, they're watching you.
Exactly. Hang on for a second, man, so we can shoot the shit afterwards.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all have a good night. Shots. See ya.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Welcome to my family. in New Orleans. They call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man way down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time he feels satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Oh, mothers, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I've got one foot on the platform and the other foot on the train. I'm going right back on down to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My God, I know I'm one.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
The horse, with beauty unsurpassed, strength immeasurable, and grace unlike any other, still remains humble enough to carry a man upon its back. When a service member or first responder takes an oath, he or she has mentally and physically committed themselves with self-sacrifice. From the front lines abroad to the very streets you live on in America, they protect. This oath is non-refundable and it is lifelong. Facing unimaginable dangers and unseen scars, these grounds are a place to recover and face any challenges head-on. As veterans and first responders ourselves, we know that battle all too well. From a simple talk with a friend on horseback to an entire debrief in the barn, this sanctuary has seen recovery take place time and time again. No hour of life is wasted that is spent in a saddle. The way we approach change isn't a new phenomenon. This animal has been with humans over 5,000 years. If you've ever been around a horse for long enough, you'll feel that thing, that electric trust. In that moment, nothing else is in your mind. When they turn into you, it's like the world disappears. We harness that moment to build skills off of. Repurposing requires flexibility, adaptability, and the willingness to challenge assumptions and conventional thinking. This approach can be applied to many areas in life, including business, education, and personal growth. To ride a horse is to fly without wings. This lesson and skills learned at War Horses will help reintegrate back into daily life. You'll learn coping mechanisms, improved communication skills, trust and confidence that will help reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. These tools can be used every day to navigate life and take on many challenges. This may involve practicing mindfulness, setting boundaries, improving communication with loved ones. Transitioning back to society is hard on your own. And when you're at War Horses, you're family. And families solve problems together.
Я батько. Я молодший брат.
Я водій маршрутки. Я скоро одружуся. Я фанат шахтера.
Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист.
Я свидетель на свадьбе.
Дядя Юра, таксист. Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма.
Я кращий друг зі школи. Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.